Okay, guys, so here is our brand new segment titled Death Star of the Week, thanks to one of you out there. This is our brand new Community Spotlight segment. We're going to have new graphics for this. I got Brock working on a new bump for it, which is going to be fun. And those will roll out as we get. But we didn't want to waste any time getting into the meat of this new segment.
Oh, do you think Brock can do a Darth Vader voice?
Of course he can. He's done most of the Star Wars characters for various toy companies. Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun.
Perfect.
We're gonna have some fun with the bump for this.
Perfect.
But each week, Sierra and I are gonna talk to one of the incredible community members out there who just are our ambassadors of Death Wish Coffee. You guys out there, the ones who are really making this company the best that it is. And some of the ones that I'm gonna start with are the people who have been with this company longer than me.
The OGs.
Longer than you.
Yeah,
I mean, these people are the OGs. And there's nobody else to start with than Gail Dunmeyer. And if you're not a fan, if you're not a member of the official Death Wish Coffee Company community page on Facebook, then you should get on it, and then you'll definitely know who Gail is. And if you don't know who Gail is, you're going to get to meet her right here. Okay.
Cool.
So let's start off. I want to know, Gail, what's your 9 to 5?
My 9 to 5, wow, well, there is no 9 to 5 with me.
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah.
Basically, I've been in the EMS field for like something like 38 years. Doing different types of jobs like helicopter, ambulance, emergency department. I was in there for about 25 years.
Wow.
And for my retirement job, I thought I would take advantage of the EMS coordinator position at my local hospital, and I'm the liaison over 6 different EMS counties. So we have a lot of fun. The guys are great. They're great to hang out with. They have great stories to tell. They love Death Wish. I'm involved with their education, so we serve Death Wish coffee at all of their education that we have with them. And basically, it's kind of what you would typically find in an EMS environment.
Yeah. And I know you do a lot of charity work as well.
Yes, I do. So I have been involved in various different charities. You know, you've probably seen me last year with Ricky's Ride, and some of it today, some of it this year. Also, for 5 years, I belonged to Warriors and Quiet Waters. We recently changed the name to. We recently changed the name of Warriors and Quiet Waters to Fishing with Warriors, because there is another chapter out in Montana that shares the same name. So basically what that is about, we've done that for about 5 years, and we basically take traumatically injured active servicemen. They haven't been released from their medical battalions yet, and as part of their therapy and treatment, we take them out in the Gulf of Mexico for some therapeutic fishing. It's had a tremendous impact on their future and their lives. Some of them have even been able to talk about their injuries, which is very rare. Then we return them back to either Fort Benning or Fort Leonard Wood. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Leonard Wood. We take them back to Fort Leonard Wood. But so it's been really a very inspirational type of charity to belong to. And we've done that for about 5 years, and then we recently donated the funding that we raised with Fishing with Warriors. We donated it to, just recently in the month of February, we donated to Honor Flight. So that's my other charity that I'm involved with. Honor Flight is really great. It's a lot of people have heard of Honor Flight because it's national.
Yeah.
And next Saturday, I get to fly with Honor Flight.
Whoa.
And I'm really excited to do that. I fly with a World War II veteran, and you're basically up for like 20 hours. We get up at 3, the plane departs the airport at 7, and we literally push the veteran around. We don't let them walk. And we take 72 on a jet. Each one has a guardian, and I'm a guardian, and it's fully accommodated with a physician and all the medical resuscitation and treatment equipment. We take everything on the plane, and it's put on by the local ambulance service where I work with here at Leon County in Tallahassee, Florida, and they are the host. And they're responsible for the fundraising and getting it together and putting it together, and so I get to do that this Saturday. I'm very excited to do that.
That's so cool. And there's so few World War II veterans now.
Yeah, there are over 500 die a day, and this is my 6th annual trip since they first started here in Tallahassee. And we were completely full with World War II veterans 6 years ago, and every year it's less and less. We only have a few going this year. The rest are Korean War veterans. So pretty soon we won't have any World War II veterans. My mom is a World War II Army nurse, so we're trying to talk her into going, and maybe I could be her guardian.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Is that part of what inspired you to be a part of all of this?
My parents were definitely a big impact on my life. They've spent a lot of their years. They were both in World War II. They both served World War II. And they both dedicated a lot of their years of their life helping other organizations and different people, so they definitely had a big impact on my life.
Nice.
So yes, and they also love to travel, so I kind of caught that bug from them as well. I love to travel.
It's funny, when you describe your parents, I feel like you're pretty much describing who you are now.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, my mom's 91, so yeah. I find myself doing exactly what my parents do.
That's amazing.
Some of it I thought I wasn't going to be doing that, but I am. We all become our parents and our grandparents, so look for that. Get there.
You also mentioned how you've helped out with Ricky's ride, and I know Ricky's out there riding around right now. Is he coming your way this year at all?
He's not coming to Tallahassee that I know of. He is coming to Florida, but Florida's a huge state, but I do hope that I can meet up with him. So that's possible. His route does change as he does have some destinations that he goes to, but it kind of changes. But I hope to meet up with him. I may have to travel to another part of Florida to do that, though, but I hope so.
That's why we love talking with you, Gail, because not only have you been a fan of this company for so long, your life intersects with so many people that also are fans of this company and that work with this company. And I have to bring this up. You met Ming Chen.
I did. I know, that was so much fun.
And that was amazing because you posted a photo saying that you were cosplaying as me.
I know, it was just great. I had so much fun doing that. It wasn't hard to do. I mean, I had fun. My mother plays the violin, so I thought, well, I got my prop. So we had a lot of fun doing that, and I didn't realize that you were going to see it and pick up on it, but it was a lot of fun to play you. I think I've only missed maybe one live podcast. I love you and Dustin. It's just a great broadcast that you do. I love science, and so I had to go as you. You're my hero.
Aw, thank you so much. Well, every time I see Ming, he always brings you up and says how incredible it was to meet you.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really a cool day.
So speaking of Death Wish Coffee, I gotta know, when was the first time you heard about Death Wish Coffee? How did you hear about the company?
Well, I actually heard about it from my local EMS guys. And believe it or not, this was like in around 2014 or so. It was quite a while back. And I'm a firm believer in health and taking good care of your body, and what you put in your body is probably the most important thing you can ever do. I know exercise is important, but it's putting good things and good nutrients in your body is very important. So I really did. I get migraines occasionally, as you know. My job, it can be stressful. So I didn't want to take caffeine pills and medications that are treated for a condition like that. So one day I was just like Googling, and I wanted to know which coffee out there had the strongest caffeine content, not full. Death Wish Coffee, world's strongest coffee, and I thought, I gotta try that. So I went ahead and bought my first bag, and I tell you what, I haven't been able to drink anything else. There's different coffees that I try, and it may be my afternoon coffee, but you know how we are about change. Nobody likes change. Change, it's inevitable, change, but I like the reliability, the dependability that Death Wish gives me for that first morning cup of coffee. It's the best. And that is what I drink, Bahala Java or Death Wish every morning for several years.
Awesome. What's your brewing method? People want to know.
Okay, well, I've tried everything, and I still keep everything. I have a French press and a mocha pot, and I like all the different types of coffee. You can get different flavors, brewing it differently, and I like to experiment when I'm on vacation or later in the afternoon. But the only way I drink coffee in the morning for my first cup is pour over Chemex. That is my favorite.
That's dedication. Every morning?
It is. I don't care how late I am. I mean, we run out of the house, in our underwear? I mean, I remember the pajamas episode. Do you run out of your house in your pajamas? No. You take the time to get dressed. Well, I take the time to make a wonderful brewed cup of pour over Chemex coffee every morning. I don't care if I'm late.
I really got to get my own Chemex.
It is it is, once you get into the habit of doing it, it's like a nice morning ritual. Kind of like quiets your mind.
And I don't even have an electric grinder because it is a ritual. That's a good point here. I grind every morning. If I have a like for Honor Flight, when I get up at 3, I will grind the night before. But for the most part, I like and enjoy grinding my coffee. It's my personal time for myself, and I love it.
That's awesome. Another thing that might be well known about you or not, you are a mug lifer, as you all call yourselves. And you have I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, a complete collection of Death Wish coffee mugs.
I do have a complete collection. I started early. I was able to pick up some other mugs that I didn't have. Some mugs were gifted to me. But yes, I have a complete collection. It's in the house I'm at the house right now. I came home for lunch, and it's on my death tree. Maybe I'll send you a picture to put on the cast if you want.
Please do.
Yeah, so when you have a tree, a Death Wishmas tree.
Yes, I
filled
did.
With your entire collection of mugs. When did you start building your Death Wishmas tree?
My Death Wishmas tree, my husband built it out of wood. I gave him a little tiny thumbnail picture in Pinterest and said, build this. And he said, okay. And he did a great job, and he built it, and it was 2015.
Okay. I love seeing that every year.
Okay.
I love seeing everybody's collection and stuff, and I know you've collected all sorts of mugs outside of Death Wish and everything. You have this extensive collection. I gotta ask, and this is not a Death Wish related question, it doesn't have to be. What is your favorite mug in your collection?
Well, there's a collection, and then there's a favorite mug, and there's a favorite mug in the collection, and then there's a favorite mug that's not part of the collection.
Okay.
So, part 1 or part 2? Part 1 is that my father and I, before he passed away, we took a last trip that he would ever go on. It was like a father-daughter trip, and it was 20 years ago. And it started my passion to start collecting coffee mugs. So I've been collecting coffee mugs for a long time. And he bought me a mug on a camping trip that we went to out in Arizona. And I keep that one, and that's my favorite mug that I've ever received that's not Death Wish related.
Awesome.
And then Death Wish related, well, of course, my favorite mug is... a lot of the fans, when we were a little bit of a smaller base before the Super Bowl commercial aired, a lot of the fans really worked really hard, and really we were behind Michael Brown for Death Wish Coffee Company to win the Inuit QuickBooks, I believe, Super Bowl competition for the commercial, and to win that business, that small business. And a lot of us worked really hard. I mean, I had skydivers jump out of planes, and I did all types of things to really promote for this wonderful commercial that was coming out, and for him to win that small business award. So a lot of us worked hard. And one day after the Super Bowl commercial aired in February of 2016, I believe. Do I got that year right?
Yep,
because they
you're
kind
right.
of blur together after.
Oh, I know, I know.
So a beautiful mug showed up at my door, and it was we call it the Beast, and several other fans received it as well. It was a personal gift from Mike Brown with my name engraved on it, and so, I have to say that that's my favorite Death Wish.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
So,
speaking of the community, and you guys are the reason why we went to the Super Bowl and why we are the company we are today, and we love input from the community. So, another question I got to ask is there anything that we haven't done yet that you want us to do? And I'm talking merchandise or maybe a mug idea. Is there anything that it is in your head that you'd like to see us do?
well, you made just about everything except for underwear, it seems. You could make boxers, you could make underwear, since we haven't gone to that area yet, but mittens, I think mittens, down here in North Florida where I live, it kind of gets cold, not as cold as upper state New York, in your area where you probably have like triple lined leather gloves, but mittens would be great, and you guys have always been pretty good about picking out things for the fans, and we'll take anything. So really, you guys are the experts, but mittens would be nice.
Mittens, all right. Maybe a matching mittens and boxers set.
I love it. I love that. I want that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
That's awesome. I can't thank you enough for taking time to talk to us, Gail. This was so much fun.
Thank you. It's been such an honor. I was so tickled when you called and said you wanted to do this and for the community, and I think it'll give us a great spurt on our fan page. It'll give all the fans something to look forward to, and I think it's an honor, and I'm just so very pleased that you asked of me to do this.
Yeah, I mean, you've been with Death Wish longer than me or Jeff, so when we come onto this team, like, we learn from you guys, and you all set the bar, so we've learned a lot from you.
That's very nice of you. You're our heroes. Sierra, ever since the first day you were hired on, I've been a follower of you, one of my favorites.
Same.
And I was hoping to see somebody parading in the background. I have birds back here, but, I was hoping that I'd see, maybe
like a fawn.
Rattles or Dustin or somebody floating through there, but that's okay. We'll catch up. I'll make a trip up.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Again, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you for taking the time to call, and I can't wait to catch this and see everybody